Sheikh Hasina's dramatic conviction on charges of crimes against humanity has plunged Bangladesh into a new phase of political volatility, as a Dhaka tribunal declares her the mastermind of last year's deadly uprising crackdown, and security forces tighten control amid rising tensions. Ousted Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina was on November 17th sentenced to death by the International Crimes Tribunal Dhaka. The judgment, issued by the International Crimes Tribunal in Dhaka, found the former leader guilty of ordering a lethal crackdown on last year's student-led uprising, a mass movement that ultimately toppled her Awami League government in August 2024. Hasina was tried in absentia after fleeing Bangladesh on August 5 last year amid intensifying unrest. She has since been living in India, where former Home Minister Asaduzzaman Khan Kamal is also believed to be taking refuge. Both were declared fugitives by the tribunal. Bangladesh's former Inspector General of Police, Chowdhury Abdullah Al-Mamun, was the only accused in the student crackdown case who was present in court while the verdict was being delivered. Prosecutors accused Hasina of orchestrating the brutal response to weeks of demonstrations known as the July Uprising. A United Nations Rights Office assessment estimates that as many as 1,400 people were killed between July 15 and August 15, 2024, during the government's sweeping security crackdown. The tribunal said the former prime minister bore ultimate responsibility for the violence.
Sheikh Hasina is the mastermind and principal architect of the atrocities committed during the July Uprising.
Alongside Hasina, the tribunal also heard charges against two of her closest aides, former Home Minister Kamal and former Police Chief Chowdhury Abdullah Al-Mamun. Mamun initially stood trial in person, but later turned approver. Prosecutors sought the death penalty for all three, accusing them of directing or enabling the state's response to the student-led movement. Mamun was produced before the tribunal on November 17th, while the cases against Hasina and Kamal proceeded in absentia. Prior to the court ruling, Sheikh Hasina, in a text interview with NDTV, said that her life rests in Allah's hands and vowed to continue serving her country. The tribunal's three-member bench concluded hearings on October 23rd, after 28 working days, during which 54 witnesses testified. Their accounts detailed a pattern of state-sanctioned violence as thousands of students rallied nationwide against Hasina's government, demanding democratic reforms, accountability, and an end to alleged abuses by security forces. Her supporters have long argued the proceedings are politically motivated, designed to prevent her return to power. The interim government, led by Muhammad Yunus, has formally requested Hasina's extradition from India, though New Delhi has not yet responded. Security was dramatically tightened across Dhaka ahead of the verdict. Armored vehicles, riot control units from the police and army, and special forces were stationed around the International Crimes Tribunal compound. At least 21 leaders and activists of the Awami League were arrested by Bangladesh police across Narayanganj district over the past 36 hours as of November 17 morning. Confirming the development, Additional Superintendent of Police Tariq Al-Mehedi said that security has been tightened across the district to maintain law and order. November 17th ruling marks a pivotal moment in Bangladesh's turbulent political landscape. The case against Hasina, once the country's most powerful elected leader, has deepened divisions between her loyalists, who insist she is being targeted unfairly, and her critics, who view the verdict as long overdue accountability for state violence.